We are live! We are live!
What's up, everyone?
Let's freaking go! I love the purge horn. How I miss the purge horn. Welcome to Speculation Sunday on a Monday. We got Just As Danny in the house. Danny, how are you doing, my friend?
Good. I just scarfed down a quick dinner. I'm ready to go for a long speculation.
We got a lot to talk about, Danny. But before we do, I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming and joining us on a Monday. I know it's not Sunday, but thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We got a lot to talk about from the red trolley. It's disappearing. We got a lot of HHN news. Most importantly, we got some scary farm announcements. And we're going to end everything off with the Q&A. We're going to sprinkle in a lot of other news to talk about for today. But I just want to start off with saying happy birthday to one of our best mods. Shout out to the mod squad. And happy birthday, Jess Loves Coffee. It seems like a lot of birthdays are happening right now. So can we get some birthday cakes for Jess Loves Coffee? I just want to give some shout out and some respect. We got to give her some love to Jess Loves Coffee. Happy birthday, Jessica. You the best. All right, Danny, what do you got to put out there? I know you've been filming, podcasting. What's going on? Let people know what's up with the content, because I know you've been doing a lot.
Yeah. Podcast went out a little bit late. I wanted to push it because I wasn't last week on, as you guys know, on Speculation, if you watched it. I didn't know I was going to the Knots event. I was planning not to go because I didn't have an invite and I completely forgot to buy tickets. Because I was so
snuck up on everybody.
I was like in the D23 mode of it all. And I got a last minute invite from Knott's Berry Farm, so I was able to go. So I pushed the podcast back a little bit so that I could talk about it live. So that podcast came out on Saturday. So if you guys can listen to that, the 5571 podcast, I talked about Nightmare was revealed event and like kind of what was revealed and everything. New podcast will come out this week during the week per normal. So just a little bit of a delay on that one. And then you can follow me on YouTube. There's stuff coming there, Disneyland updates, and my part 2 video from the D23 weekend.
D23. We're going to talk about some of that stuff today. Once again, thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all joining us tonight. This is going to be a pretty fire live stream today. There's some news that dropped today, and that's kind of where I think I want to start off because it's a big topic of conversation. It all kind of started, honestly, with I gotta shout him out. Hold on, stand by. It all started off with where is it? Right here. It started off with Theme Park Wizard. I saw this tweet. It said, here's the new permits for Avengers Campus attraction. And I was like, wow, let's go. Just hearing the thought of shovels in the ground from Disney, yes, please. I don't even care what's happening. We got permits. Obviously, we're a little far out from stuff happening. But then, boom, Scott Gustin. Dropping fire. Avengers Campus construction at Disney California Adventure, set to begin early 2025, will require the removal of the backstage red car trolley barn and will result in Disney discontinuing operation of the attraction in early 2025. Disneyland officials said a specific date will be shared later. And then we got some follow-ups to it. Disneyland officials said a specific date for the early 2025 closure will be shared later this winter. I also asked if the red car trolley will return at a later date. Disneyland officials said, we look forward to sharing more information in the future. Which means no. Maybe a photo op, but the answer is no. Danny, where are you on all this like banger news that just dropped, dude? Because this is crazy. Why on a Monday? Why are we even talking about this today? What the hell? I'm gonna say the Wizard had something to do with it, because if that permit's not talked about, I don't feel like Disney even comments on this.
Yeah, it's honestly inevitable. It's sad, but in order for Disney to be able to do some of the things they want to do when it comes to Avengers Campus and with Avatar, the trolley has to go away. The question is, how much of the trolley goes away? Right now, the trolley has the tracks, right? And we have the little wing dingy thing. I don't know what they call that, but it's the thing that like swings back and forth to let you know the trolley's about to move. Those are all things that used to be in existence when the trolleys were in LA, which is why they built these trolleys anyway, because they were supposed to emulate a 1930s like Hollywood.
Yeah.
And so even the cables that the trolleys run off of up above, they serve no purpose at all for the trolley. The trolley does nothing with those cables up above. It's just for show. In fact, the trolleys are just battery operated. And in actuality, when it's sitting at the trains or the station at the Buena Vista Street station, right at the main entrance, you can actually see the charging coils in the ground. The trolley actually charges while it's parked at the Buena Vista Street train station. It just sits there and charges wirelessly. So that's how it powers itself. It's battery powered. So the cables up above, they're nothing other than just decoration, and those are specifically because John Lasseter. They didn't want to put them in at first, but John Lasseter was very much a stickler for detail, right? And so he wanted to make sure that those cables were in play, because back in the 30s, when those trolleys did exist, those cables were how the trolley got their power, right? The trolleys wouldn't move unless they were touching those cables, because that's how they got their electricity. But now we have batteries, and there's a lot of other ways to get that. So they weren't necessary for movement of the trolley, but they are strictly for show. And they're not, and it's not even like an easy thing, right? Like they had to put those cables everywhere. And if you ever seen the cast members, whenever the trolley stops, they have to like de-hook the little hook on it and like move it to the back of the trolley to put it the other direction so the trolley can go the opposite way. So it's not even like an easy thing for the cast members to do, but in John Lasseter's mind, it was very important to the show of that particular thing. So my question is, they bring to life all of that to bring to life the 30s version of Hollywood, right? And the trolley tracks being there also do that. So with the trolley being gone, do they just keep the trolley tracks there as well as the cables and like the little wing ding things that swing, just for the whole vibe of Buena Vista Street to kind of keep it flowing and stuff like that? Right. Or do they remove all of that?
That's the one, Danny, right there. I found him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Do we keep that? Do we not keep that? I don't know. You know what I mean?
And I just want to throw this out there. I tweeted this a little bit ago. Everyone's all sad about the red trolley going away, but the real dagger in the heart was a long time ago. A long time ago. Danny, how long has it been since we haven't had the newsies, dude? Brutal. Was it
it's right after? Wow, it's been like pre-pandemic, right?
Was it pre-pandemic? Like 1 year before the pandemic, I think, maybe.
Yeah, it was like 2019 or something.
Did you real quick, we got a member chat from Full Throttle, 16 months. Let's go, Full Throttle, 5 fires. Been a member for 16 months, just wondering when they're going to sell the Knott's lanterns. They're selling them right now.
They're selling them literally today.
Today is the first day. If I'm not, I don't think they sold them yesterday or before. Today, someone bought them. I saw someone buy it on Instagram. They're available today, my friend. If you can, go tomorrow, because who knows how long these lanterns even last. And I'm not even trying to freak you out or something, but like honestly, the way it went down last year, they were gone, and they came back once, I think. So if you can't get out there full throttle, thank you for 16 months. Also, too, we got Big Rags in the house. What's up, fellas? What's up, Big Rags? 5 fires, man. Thank you for 11 months. Appreciate you, man. Our Knott's Adventure, they had them the day after the reveal event. Oh, I didn't even know. I just know for a fact today they have them today. So they have them available. Danny.
Yeah, I will say, too, just real quick before we go back into this subject.
Yeah.
So there's the only person I know that has posted with it already is Wonders of Magic, Nick. He posted a little video of it on his Instagram of the lantern, and I looked at the video and I said, "Gosh, it looks smaller to me." And I asked him, because he had held my lantern the night that I brought it for the Scary Farm event, and he said it is smaller. It is smaller, but I don't like that it's smaller, because it kind of looks like a little toy.
Hold on. Is it this video? Oh, it is.
Yeah, look at that. It's small. Look how he's holding it. It's like a little small thing.
I missed it. It just kind of like came and went.
Right at the beginning. Watch.
What? This is a little kids meal version?
It's tinier.
That one looks like I could hang it on the Christmas tree.
I don't know. So I didn't like that. I like that mine's bigger. So I'm gonna pass out on this one. And
yeah, that's Wonders of Magic.
Basically, the we'll get to the lantern in a little bit.
Yeah. No, Danny. What I was gonna say, they ended the Newsies. Do you think they already knew back then that they were going to get to this? Was this always in play? You know what I mean? What do you think?
I 100% think they already knew, Mondo. You're right.
Because why end the Newsies for literally no reason? It was so random when it happened. It was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Danny. So, how do you feel about the Red Trolley leaving? What do you think, man? Does it hurt?
It's sad.
The lore of DCA just destroyed?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad because it's almost like it's weird because the Walt Disney Imagineering and specifically John Lasseter, when they were redoing Disney California Adventure Park, they spent like $2 billion to redo the park and give it a storyline. And it was so important to them at the time that DCA have this storyline that gives it heart, that gives it a feeling that Disneyland has that DCA just didn't have. Yeah. And so they brought the 1930s Hollywood version of like Walt first arriving in Hollywood, and that was the whole like Suitcase in a Dream show, the Newsies show. It was like it all tied together. They had the Carthay Circle bringing in the Snow White, which was the first Disney movie. They tied it in with the rest of Hollywoodland, and then they brought Cars Land with that renovation. They also brought the Victorian era Paradise Pier at the time, renovation to make it look like an older classic version of California. Mm-hmm. Even the Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta and the Paradise Garden Grill, they had their own storyline. And I remember at the time I was still working for the company, and they had us like go through this whole like presentation to learn the backstory of Boardwalk Pizza Pasta and Paradise Garden Grill. But over the years, it's like everything kind of just like, like we lost like Paradise Garden Grill, Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. Like there's no story there anymore. Paradise Garden Grill quickly lost its menu and the storyline behind it being Mediterranean, and it just became
the pier became Pixar Pier. That was a huge loss.
Yeah, and then it became like the festival area, and then after we lost that, then
We
we
lost the
lost
Pacific War, for goodness sake.
Tower of Terror. So then we
California
got
Adventure is dead. Is died a long time ago. Literally.
yeah. So I feel like we already lost the theme. Uh, so it's turning into more of what Paris has got now. Their Disney Studios park was, as you guys know, if you watch D23, changed names to Disney Adventure World. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised that there's literally nothing left about California Adventure anymore that is California, other than the San Francisco street, the vague reference of the Little Mermaid being the Palace of the Fine Arts, the Grizzly River Run ride, which is like sort of vaguely representative of like the Redwood area, and then of course the Grand Californian.
Yeah.
Like, do we get Disney Adventure World in the U.S. or what?
They just keep it the same name, Danny? Nah, no way. No way. I remember our buddy Jared, he said Disney Cinematic Universe or Disney, just something
Well, yeah,
relating to film.
I was talking to one of my friends too, and he mentioned I wasn't a part of this, Mondo, and I don't know if you were, but he was saying, don't forget, not that long ago, Disney sent out a survey to Magic Key holders that was asking them what they thought about different brand new names for DCA.
Mm.
And one of them was Cinematic Adventure.
Yeah, Cinematic Adventure, I get it. The Marvel, card. There's so much movie IP in DCA already. It just makes sense. And Disney's an IP mania right now. Original storytelling, it's kind of not there. That's not where they're trying to go with things anymore.
Yeah. So it is sad. It's it really does tie in together the Buena Vista Street theme of it
The
all.
red car trolley is the string that's holding this together, right? DCA.
Yeah, and also like every bit of like Buena Vista Street, like posters and merchandise and stuff that they've sold in the past, they always feature the red car trolley.
Dang.
So it's like it's just it's part of the renovation.
If you have any merch that's at the park somehow that has the red car trolley, just buy it because it ain't gonna be made no more. That's it. Se acabó. We got a super chat from Unbreakable dropping 5. Thank you for dropping a super chat, Unbreakable. It was great finally meeting you yesterday at Main Street before the cavalcade. Hey, nice to meet you too. Just wanted to say thank you so much. No, thank you. Hope you had a good day. It was hot, but it was a lot of fun. And we got to see the cavalcade. So, like, that's as Halloween as it gets right now at DCA or at Disneyland Resort. We also got Palm Tree dropping 10. Ow! Thank you, Palm Tree 150. My question is, do they drop the California from DCA? Because at this point, what California aspect is represented in the park? Trolley's gone. Hollywoodland might be gone. Animation Academy might be gone. There's more to this whole story. Let me just ask, Danny. I already know the damn answer, but I want to ask. DCA ain't going to be DCA in 5 years, right? There's no way. There's just no way it's going to be called Disney California Adventure anymore. I don't think it is. I think it's going to change. What do you think, Danny?
I mean, you never know. It's really hard to, brand recognition. It's weird because like a lot of people don't even know that it's called Disney California Adventure Park. A lot of people who don't go to Disneyland very often just call it the Disney California Park or
they literally just call it DCA. Like, I don't know what DCA means.
So like they a lot of people don't even know still after all these years that it's called that. But like there's just been so many like awards and plaques and all sorts of things like all over that have known it always as DCA or Disney California Adventure. So to like rename it something different would be like, I don't know, it would be a big move for them to do it, and it would have to be justifiable. So.
Well, Avatar, Coco eventually coming if it's a land expansion of Avenger Camp. I feel like this is the time to do it. Change the name. Yeah, I think it'd be a good move. It's a fresh take on this park. It just gives it like a fresh smell, Danny. It's a fresh smell to the name. Heidi 316, 38 months. Oh my! 38 months, Heidi. Thank you. Happy birthday tomorrow, Mondo. It's a great day for you. It's my son's first birthday as well. Wow. Happy birthday to your son. Are you kidding me? Wow. My birthday is tomorrow. I can't even believe it.
I know. Isn't it crazy?
I did get blessed by Universal Studios Hollywood. Shout out to Universal Studios Hollywood. I couldn't have asked for a better gift. Doing a behind-the-scenes tour with John Murdy himself. So I'll talk about that later. But I didn't even realize. I thought this thing was on Thursday. It's tomorrow. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta step it up. Gotta stay focused. But yes, thank you, Heidi. And I gotta just spend it with my family and friends. It's gonna be a good day tomorrow. 7. What were you gonna say, Danny?
I was saying, are you gonna get banana pudding?
Dude, I don't know. I maybe banana pudding. I have sushi on my mind, Danny. Sushi is just
all you can eat.
All you can eat sushi, baby. It's just calling my name. It's really calling my name. Super chat from 707. Saturday 8:31. Military couple 1 day hopper. Any tips? You already won because you're going on Saturday. There's a very big difference right now. Saturday is the best day to go to Disneyland. Like, without a doubt, it's the best day to go to Disneyland. Disneyland, for some reason, has lower capacity on Saturdays. They're doing it on purpose.
8:31, that's this Saturday.
Yeah. My tip is you already won. Don't miss the cavalcade if you want to see some Halloween stuff. Take a picture with the big pumpkin. Probably get your virtual queue at 7 a.m. for Haunted Mansion. Go check out all the night stuff that they have at Oogie Boogie, or not Oogie Boogie, but DCA. It looks like exactly like Oogie Boogie Bash. It's really nice out there at night. But you already won, my friend. You're going on Saturday. That's the best tip. Go on Saturday. Benjamin, 38 months. Oh, my God. Come on, buddy. There we go. Benji, what up, Fire community? Hope you all are having a great day and start to your week. If you haven't yet, please take a moment to fire up them likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Also, too, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're new to the channel, thank you guys for joining. Is there any new first-time viewers somehow that are in our live stream right now? Could you comment? I would love to see if we have new people. But all the returning people, thank you guys so much. Seriously. Thank you, Benji. Freaking 38 months. Also, too, we got, oh my good, we got just fire being dropped right now. Johnny, let's go. Let's go. Oh, there we go.
You keep hitting that one.
Dude, I'm rusty right now. I haven't been doing lives from home lately. 36 months, Johnny. Might as well change Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. Change it. Go full 100. Why not? Why not? You are going a little extreme, my friend. Epcot just needs to be left alone at this point. It's gone through too much.
Epcot is the perfect name.
Yeah. Epcot's just, I love Epcot. FL Vlogs, another member chat. Let's freaking go. FL Vlogs, what's up, man? Fire it up, my boy. Hope all is well. Happy birthday, bro. Hope you have a magical day. Also, what was your favorite food item at Not Scary Farm? It has to be the treats. The circle thing, I don't even know what it was. But the treats really were my favorite. I only got to try the pizza, which I didn't like. I probably got a bad one because everybody but me liked it. And the other sandwiches, I don't know. I just, for some reason, things weren't hitting for me at Scary Farm. But the desserts were good. I did enjoy the desserts. We'll get into some of that more Scary Farm talking a little bit because I feel we're on the red car trolley right now. We got a gifted membership from our new. Thank you so much for growing the community with Aiden. Let's go. I'm going to add more emojis. Shout out to Benji for giving us the emojis. I'll be doing that this week, everybody, so stay tuned for that. Red car trolley conversation. Let me keep it going so we can move forward, Danny. What are the positives? What are the positives that we're losing? Because we talked about all the negatives.
There's one thing I wanted to do for this, Mondo, is I wanted you to pull up Google Maps.
Of DCA?
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland Google Maps. Let me bring it up. Let me see. Where is Disneyland? Here we go. View larger map. It's just loading, Danny. What do you want me to look at?
Where Avengers Campus is and Hollywoodland, kind of like both, but in the satellite view.
Yeah, I got it. I got it right here. All right, got it.
Where are we looking right now? I can't tell.
Avenger Campus is right here. Like Mission Breakout, right here on the top.
Yeah, so there we go. You can zoom in a little bit more, Mondo.
To Avenger Campus?
Yeah, right there. So that's the thing in question right there. That little square building right there. That's the roundhouse.
This one right here?
For the trolley. So you can see the trolley tracks go right into it.
Ah.
So those are where the trolley. Those are where the trolleys park every single night. So that has to go away. And there's nowhere else. There's physically nowhere else it can go.
It literally ends right there. Like there's no more.
Yeah, there's literally nowhere else it can go. It has to go there. And so there's really nowhere, like without majorly redoing the trolley track, and there's just no budget for something like that on a ride that's, not really that important to Disney. They don't really care about rerouting it that much. But if you look backstage at the other stuff, so let's travel on backstage, Mondo. Where are you going? You're on the wrong way.
Wait, backstage to
behind the Hyperion.
Oh, right here.
So if we think about what's on the plan and what the rumors are, right? So the parade route is right there. Someone was saying, let's put it right there where the parade route is. Well, the rumors are that the Hyperion Theater doesn't last this next phase either. So if the Hyperion Theater is being flattened and gone away with for something else, then there's no way a trolley would go there because they obviously need the space that the Hyperion's occupying, and it would require the parade route as well too, in that space. So there's nowhere to put it there. They couldn't put it like behind the Hyperion because that's supposed to be where Avatar's starting to go. So it's like there's truly nowhere for it to go, like literally nowhere for it to go. It's because all the backstage space is going to be taken up by Avengers Campus expansion and Avatar expansion. Yep. So there's physically no space for the trolleys to go.
And you already see it gone in the concept art that we got recently from Parks blog. Like this is an official concept art from Disney. And as you see in the top left, it's gone, dude. That building's gone. This don't exist. This Hyperion don't exist. Oh man. Danny, we've talked about all the negatives and the sad part about it. What are the positives? Because there is positives to the red car trolley thing leaving. There's one major positive. What is it, Danny?
Well, I mean, we're getting all these cool new things. That's a positive, right?
I I was gonna say the parades. We could have bigger
Yeah.
parades.
Well, that's the thing, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Is we don't
That,
even know if they're gonna take the cables away or not. So the cables,
those
the
cables
cables
are
don't,
gone. They're gone. There ain't no red car trolley. Why is there cables, dude?
because if they leave the tracks there, Mondo, it gives the illusion that there is still a trolley there. And not to mention that, but they could just leave one of the trolleys parked for like photos.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that could just be like permanently just there. That could be a thing. I don't know how that's going to work, but they could do that. Um, because the reason why I spent the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes explaining about the cables is because right now running, the cables don't serve a purpose. They're just for decoration. They don't provide any power. They don't provide any guidance. They're just to make it look like the old trolleys from LA. So even now, they don't serve a purpose. So if they're only up for decoration, why wouldn't they just keep them up for decoration?
I don't know, man. I think they remove them, Danny. And one thing to revert back to the concept art. Look at this. That does not look like the current the building that's above you, which is Animation Academy. That looks very different. Like new stuff is coming there. Who knows what? It's currently meet and greets and Beast Library. That did Beast Library close? Yeah, it closed. What am I talking about? Beast Library's gone. It's a whole lot of nothing in there. I guess you have Turtle Talk with Crush. You have the drawing thing, Animation Academy itself, and Anna Nelson meet and greets. But I don't think that stuff's long for this world. I really don't. The red car trolley leaving is very sad. But at the same time, like the hope that it's bringing is tremendous. We're losing a red car trolley to get 2 e-ticket rides, and at the same time get an Avatar Land. I know they haven't confirmed it that it's going in Hollywood Land, but that's where we're speculating. The future's bright. It's just a red car trolley, and I'll revert back to my tweet. The dagger was put in a long time ago, everybody. A long time ago. Any closing thoughts on the red car trolley, Danny, before we move on?
I always ride the trolley when I can, so I am gonna miss it. But I understand like there's literally physically nowhere for it to go, so I understand that it has to leave. I'll be sad though. Definitely, we'll get some rides in on it and make sure I experience it, take some photos and videos of it. It'll be nice to put like a full ride through of that early in the morning, Mondo, on your channel or something.
Yeah,
Because
I want
10
one.
years from now, 10 years from now, people will be like, "Remember that trolley? I want to look up a video of that." And then
Yes,
they'll have it there.
it makes me so sad to hear that.
Yeah, it's like you got to even like bring Max on it and like
Yeah,
have him do it because you could say like when he gets older, you could be like, there used to be a trolley here, and I took you on it, and I have video of that.
I know, dude. It's so crazy. All right, I'm gonna move over. Hold on, Danny. Hold on. I think it's right here. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. All right, we're gonna keep this conversation going. Or hold on, we got a member chat from Stacy Marie, 36. Oh my lantern, 36 months. Wow. I joined the night Magic Keys went on sale 8/25/2021, and we all got keys. Thanks for 3 years of fire and more to come. You best believe it. You best believe it. Thank you so much. Please renew this year.
Yeah,
Be
don't let
honest,
it go because we don't know when they're gonna sell it again.
yeah, that too. But I was gonna say we have the 70th. It's gonna be an incredible year next year. Incredible
Yeah,
year.
100%. And also, if you guys are in your return window or your renew window, renew like ASAP because this is the same season that Disney raises passes prices. So make sure you get your renewal in with the current price now.
Yeah. I think it'll go up 50 to 100, like at the very top. So Save your money.
Did
$50.
did Mystery Bay end up renewing hers before it got too late?
I'm pretty sure yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Nico G Vlogs. Yes, we are talking Horror Nights. We just haven't got there yet. We're talking about Disneyland right now.
We just started, man. We just start. Calm it down. We got a super chat from Chris Thomas. Holy crap! Hope Badlands sees this. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
But thank you, Chris Thomas. Hope you have a good day. All right, let's keep the conversation going. We're going to Knott's Scary Farm.
Yeah. Can I get water real quick, Mondo?
Yeah.
Over there.
Don't you worry. I'm just going to play the trailer. I'm going to play the trailer for everybody. Eight Fingers 9. The Boogie Bash. It's like a hard one to say for me. Let's watch this trailer, everybody. Let me see.
Watch that trailer.
Hear ye! Hear ye! No woman or child is safe! The monsters are coming!
You're gonna have to fast forward here, Mondo. This is a
Yeah.
little bit of a
Watch well while you sleep, or your fingers he'll die. If allow him to leave lumps for a bite, he'll spare you your digits and quickly take flight. But if you allow him the smallest of taste, you'll enter a slumber and he'll lay you to waste. 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4. Don't even bother with locking the door. 5 fingers gone, and next will come 6. Your flesh he devours, your end will be quick. 7 fingers now, then 8 fingers now. The feast's in full swing, the blood flows like wine.
Danny, what are your thoughts on this, man? 8 Fingers 9. The boogeyman that eats 1 finger at a time, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy the way that, I mean, there's like so many different versions of the boogeyman in lore and history and cultures and stuff like that. Everyone has their own version of the boogeyman. So this is like just another version. Essentially, he's still, there's many boogeymans that eat children or eat like people. So this is still a boogeyman that eats people. But the difference with this one is that he causes sleep paralysis. And if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's actually like a real thing that happens where you can wake up from sleep, but you can't move your body and you can't speak or talk, but you're awake. And I don't know why it happens for some people, but it does. But essentially, the boogeyman in this story causes sleep paralysis. And while you are in sleep paralysis, you're awake, but he starts to eat you alive while you're in sleep paralysis. And that's the whole shtick of this version of the boogeyman. So it's very creepy and creepy crawly, which is it gives you the heebie-jeebies kind of thing. I think that's the whole purpose of it. So it's going to be a very interesting walkthrough, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not sold on this whole he's gonna eat your fingers because you're sleep paralysis status. We'll see how it plays out. But it is kind of cool how I guess you could say one creature's kind of the dominant figure throughout the house. So I asked the question, will it get old that the same creature scaring you, or is there multiple boogeymen? Can he become other kind of versions of the boogeyman? I don't know. These are all questions I have. But it looks exciting. I want to go to the second one, though, Danny, because that's where things got pretty crazy. And that one is called Widows. Let me hit that trailer. Right here. Whoop.
I know an old lady tickled inside her. Perhaps she'll die.
I was thinking about
Danny, your thoughts on widows? It's so crazy.
I don't like spiders, so I definitely will not be happy walking through this one. I had a chance to talk to listen to an interview that was happening of the creator of this maze. He was also scared of spiders, so for him it was like a labor of love and a little bit cathartic to kind of help get over his fear.
Yeah.
And essentially, the way it works is this is a convalescent home that just so happened to be built on like this ancient cave of like spiders. And so they didn't know, and so the like it split open, and the convalescent home full of all the old people was overtaken by the spiders, and the spiders killed all the old people, but they inhabit their bodies. And so the spiders control the old people. Like, so they said that the older people would move like spiders because spiders are what's controlling them.
Yeah.
And that's why there was the one that like crawled out of her mouth.
Ooh.
And then she basically
God, I'm already scared listening to you talk about it.
He said that the first half of the maze would be very disturbing, is what he said. And then he said that they had accurately recreated what it was like to walk through a spider web, so you feel that touching your face, which Demi would freak out over. She's talking about that. Disney Diva Gem over here, she also said, nope, never spiders. I hate walking through a spider web. I think it's like one of the most disgusting feelings.
Because no matter what you do, it's like, it's still on
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Even though you're like, I grabbed it off, it's still on me. Oh, Danny, this is going to be a rough house to walk through. Do you let me just ask these questions. Do you think this is a house that's going to be so good that you're like, I just want to keep going through it, just stuff in my face?
No.
or is this one of like, we'll do it every now and then? You know what I mean?
I think this is going to be a very popular maze. So if you think about this one is taking over the depths. So that's a really big space. And there's a lot of really great space in here to be themed. And it's very dark. Even when it's light outside, it's still dark inside the depths. So like this maze will be really good. They said that the maze would start off in the convalescent home, and then eventually you would end up in the spider caves. So I'm interested to see kind of how it all plays out. But 8 Fingers 9 is going into where Dark Entities was, and then the depths is going to house the widows. So it'll be interesting to see kind of. I don't even know what the facade will be for 8 Fingers 9. There's not.
I have no idea. That one I don't know.
There's not too much room over there for a facade, really. But the cool thing about the Dark Entities maze, Mondo, if you think about it, that's a pretty big maze.
Oh, it's huge. A lot of space.
Yeah. So they've got both the depths and Dark Entities. Like, they gave up really great spaces. So
prime real estate.
Yeah, a lot of potential for those mazes to be pretty cool. I mean, I was shocked at how long Room 13 was, and I didn't even know that there was that much space there to begin with.
Yeah, FL Vlogs, what we're talking about, and not mazes at Knott's ain't short; they're long. So we'll see how it goes with the spider. Yeah, I'll give an example. Horror Nights, they're kind of more in like the 3 to 4 minutes of how long it takes you to walk through their mazes. Scary Farm is like 8. They're in like the 8-minute range. So 8 minutes of spider.
Yeah. And there's not really a lot of opportunities for you to like ditch. Like you gotta commit. Like you're committed.
Yeah,
So like
I don't even know how to like exit some of these mazes at all. Like literally, there's no. I don't know.
yeah.
I have no
So
idea.
you gotta realize like if you're in this maze, you're stuck in there. So that's a level of fear as it is right there for a lot of people. You
Yeah.
know.
Which one are you looking forward to the most, Danny?
Definitely the widows. I feel like Eight Fingers 9 is going to be really gruesome, and I'm just like I don't really like the gruesome mazes. I like more of like the mazes that are, um, like more scary, like that scare you. Like Origins is a perfect example, right? There's not a lot of gore in Origins, but that maze is really scary.
Yeah.
And so like the Eight Fingers 9, it's just gonna be like super bloody, super gory. It's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't really like Monstros because that maze was just like disgusting. Like
You
it
got
was
you got a spine being snapped out and then swung at you.
yeah because they had that what's that guy's name, the Tibone or whatever.
Talapucci.
No, the spine ripper guy. He was like
Elsie
Tibone or
Bone.
something.
Elsie Bone.
Elsie Bone, yeah. That thing was like, oh god. And then they're just like those gory so I feel like Eight Fingers 9 is just gonna be like super gory. So I just don't necessarily know that I'm all about that.
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to the Spider Maze War. Just because, like, I am terrified of spiders. I don't like spiders in any kind of fashion. So I feel like it's like a what is it called? Like an achievement that I actually did that maze because a rite of passage is the words that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It does
And
not.
to be fair for the chat, Monstros was awesome. I don't doubt that. I agree it was. But I just like the gore is like a lot sometimes. Like when you kind of picture what's actually happening. And so that's why I'm saying like I feel like Eight Fingers 9, it's a boogeyman that's literally eating people while they're still alive. Um, Slowly, not like like ripping off their head and like eating them so they're like he's like literally eating them one finger at a time. So it's like and they can't do anything about it. So it's like really kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
Very disturbing. So
You know what I feel like the spider maze is going to be more like people in your face and coming at you and running
spider
into
puppets,
things.
like spider animatronics that like pop out.
Yeah, I think I saw Jackie earlier say, "Do you think the shark at the end of Depths will be replaced by a giant spider?" Yes.
Yeah.
It's a big ass spider head, or like just spider claws coming at you. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. But yes, I believe.
I'm picturing Mondo, and we'll have to do our predictions. But I'm picturing, since it's very much intertwined with like the people are being
Look at this
controlled.
spider, bigger than a house.
Since it's very much like the people are being controlled by the spiders. I have a feeling we're gonna see like one giant spider that's like busting out of the person. And so there'll be like some kind of animatronic where like there's a person like stuck to it, but it's like a spider too. That's kind of how I feel.
It's gonna be crazy. I was gonna say the 9-finger. Gosh, I'm just gonna call it the Boogeyman Maze. The Boogeyman Maze is gonna be more like we're walking into scenes, kind of like the actors are storytelling through whatever kind of, he's like eating them or trying to kill them or whatever the case might be. I don't know how many times like the actual Boogeyman will scare you, because I feel like that the Boogeyman one's kind of like they gotta really tell a story of what's happening. The Spider Maze, you're going through spiders. It's simple as that.
Yeah, and the thing we didn't talk about too, Mondo, is that both of these mazes, that they're taking over the depths and they're taking over dark entities. Both of those mazes are in the back lot area. So the nice part is that, and we haven't talked about this yet, and Mondo and I are planning to do it. We just got to pick a day to do it. But that really brings a lot of value to the buffet with the early entry, because you've got two brand new mazes that you're going to have early access to, and most of the time during that early entry period, all those people can get everything done in there. So like I bet you anything, you get the buffet with the early access, and like Arnott's Adventure was saying, the one that's in the park that's got the closer experience, that's worth the money because you're gonna be able to get into Widows and to Eight Fingers 9 before the event even opens.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if
Worth
you're not
every dollar. Worth every dollar.
if you're not doing Fright Lane, buffet is like the most worth it thing you can do now. As long as you're getting the earliest showtime, the very earliest one, and then the special one that's in the park, like Arnott's Adventure was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's Adrian dropping a super chat. Thank you, Adrian. Besides the new stuff, are you shocked at the short lifespan of Bloodline 1849? The removal of the guns cut its life shorter, I believe. It is shocking. Knots don't just pull a maze after, I guess, 3 years. They kind of let it go to like 4 or 5, or sometimes longer. Look at Origins, still running.
well, I mean, look at Paranormal Inc. That's what it replaced.
Yeah, Paranormal Inc. Dude, long time.
Or Armando's favorite, Pumpkin Eater.
Yeah, Pumpkin. I had a long time too for that. I feel like the gun's not working. That was its ending right there. They built the maze with the spacing to have like the guns and shoot at the vampires and whatever.
Theme Parks Hunter in the chat, Mondo said, pull up OC Register. They have pictures from inside Widows.
I tried, but you got to pay money. I can't look at it.
I thought you were subscribed to that.
No, I ended it. And then they try to charge me a cancellation fee, and I was like, y'all are tripping. Yeah, Orange County Register.
I was gonna say, Mondo, before we proceed, it sounds like Maya Alyssa sent you a Venmo.
Yes, I was gonna get into that after Scary Farm because it's a different topic. Yeah, I'll bring it. I got it.
So
thank you, Maya Alyssa. We have not forgotten.
So since we were talking about it, Mondo, do you want to pull up the buffet real quick just so people can see what we're talking about? How there's like an inside park, outside park, and then like the different show times for the buffet.
Yeah. No, dude, I'd love to bring it up. It's good info because people want to buy. This is literally probably the best thing you could buy. Buffet, where you at?
I think it was where you were at, but you have to just scroll over.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Buffet. It's only $45, dude. That's a steal, man. Legit steal.
Click like the 28th.
28th. Boom.
And then like buy now.
Confirm. There we go.
So you got the.
Munch with the monsters before you face your fears. Treat yourself to the buffet, followed by early entrance to select areas in a not scary farm, which is the back area that we're talking about. This one cost. How much does it cost? Does it say?
Well, you got to pick your meal. So there's the different ones. Prime seating. Prime. What you want is 430. 430 prime seating, and Arnott's Adventure just on our last live explained this. Prime seating is because there's 2 different buffets. There's the one inside the park, which used to be called what's that restaurant called? And it has a new name now.
Dude, I'm sorry. Hold on, I got messed up right now. Arnott's Adventure sent me the pictures. These are some big ass spiders in the maze. What?
Wow.
Dude.
But anyways, so you're paying $5 or $5 more, essentially, to dine in the park rather than outside the park. So the regular buffet takes place at the Mrs. Knott's Chicken Dinner restaurant, and then there's a restaurant literally right across the way inside the park that I forgot the name of the restaurant now, but it had a name that's just recently going through renovation, and that's what the prime seating is. You're eating in
Spurs.
It used to be called Spurs, but now it's something else.
Oh, Miss Murphy's.
Miss Murphy's. That's what it is. So
yeah.
during your
4:30.
Miss Murphy's, 4:30 is the one that you want because then you can
Pay the
finish,
$6 more. It goes a long way.
yeah, you finish your food and then you have the maximum amount of time. And to be fair, you don't have to go do all the mazes in the back, but you're actually able to be in the park during that period. So you can some people choose to be like front row center almost of the ceremony where like the monsters and Sarah Marshall are there.
Which
Kind of-
early entry is worth just the ceremony, honestly.
yeah, because you're like front row for the ceremony, you're not pushed in with everyone else. And then, or you could be the people at the back already doing the mazes. So some people would rather do the ceremony because it's like that's a fun thing in and of itself. So it's kind of your choice on how you choose to use your early entry period, but you have the option to do both. So, but I would say this year, since both new mazes are in the back lot, that's the added value this year. And for $55, that's not bad. It's not bad.
Heck no, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an amazing deal, Danny. Let me see.
Can you post those on Instagram or Twitter? And then,
The pictures?
yeah, and then we can. Pull them
Yeah,
up.
I posted one of them on my Instagram. I'm just waiting for it to load. I just need to show you one of these. I don't want to. I feel like we're gonna scare everybody away, and they're gonna leave our live stream, Danny. It's kind of terrifying, like legit. Credit to Orange County Register. This is where it comes from. Look at this. Are you ready for that, Daddy? It's just stupid.
Big.
It's just stupid. It's something. And you know some of those are going to be like animatronic where they'll be like just moving arms maybe. I don't know. I'm really curious to see what the people are going to look like.
He's like what's scaring me is that like he's going through a small walkway. Does that mean that we have to go through that small walkway too?
No, I think he's like one of the people that would scare people. And,
coming out of the cup.
We would walk through like where the white like drapes are or whatever. Yeah, dude, the spider maze is gonna be jacked up. It's gonna be jacked up. Danny, let's the final thing to talk about. What did you think about the Knots Revealed event? Your overall opinion.
I loved it. I love Nightmares Revealed, not just because I was invited, which was great, but if you think about what the event used to be, right? It was always really fun when they did it in the theater. But if you think about what experience they provided us this time, we got ghost town streets with monsters in it and fog. So a little early taste of Haunt before everything else starts. They were serving some of the Scary Farm food in select restaurants throughout Knott's Berry Farm area and like Ghost Town and stuff like that. They had the attractions open, a few of them. They had the event outside that you could watch the reveals in. And then they even had really cool new things that I had never seen this year. They had in the schoolhouse, not the schoolhouse, but I don't know, I think it's like the town hall or city hall building inside Ghost Town.
Yeah,
They had the costumes up for the new mazes, and they had the costume designer in there. And she's a genius. When you hear her talking about the costumes that she designs, I actually found out this is her last year working for Knott's Scary Farm, and she's actually been poached by Disney to come work for Disney and design costumes. So she's no longer going to be at Knott's anymore.
The heck?
But like just hearing her talk about the process of designing costumes for this maze and last year for doing she said she did the gauntlet last year. Like there's a lot of process involved in making sure it fits everyone, making sure that it's breathable for like how hot it gets in the mazes and stuff like that. And just hearing her talk about how like the vibe that she was going for with the spider maze and like how they all looked a certain way. And then with the Eight Fingers 9, it's like very much in like the medieval times.
Yeah.
So she was talking about like how there's like accessories hanging off like belts and stuff, and like they kind of give the associates and scare actors like a little bit of creative freedom to like hang their own little things on it and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool like hearing her talk about it. That was like a fun behind the scenes moment. Then they had like another thing set up where you could talk to creators of the maze over at the Birdcage Theater. I don't know if you saw that, Mondo.
I did do that. I did do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was like a bunch of stuff set up that was like just really cool for like Scary Farm fans that like want to get an inside look at like what they're going to experience this year before they experience it. And you don't even have to be like part of media or anything to do it. Like all this was just open to everyone.
I think 25 bucks or 20
Yeah.
or 25.
$20 or $25, and it included everything except for like the food.
And you know what's even cool about this ticket for Nightmares Revealed? It included your parking. That's awesome. You kidding me? That's like a steal. Nightmares Revealed is probably one of the best events that happens at Not Scary Farm. You're getting this like more lower crowded day. People don't care about the rides, so if you do the rides, it's such a plus. You get to hear what's coming for Halloween, and the way that they set up things for this event was really well done to previous year. I enjoyed the flow. I felt like the timing of everything was really great.
Yeah, it was much better than last year. For sure.
Much better than last year. And I feel like my experience was just extremely positive. I walked away of Nightmares Revealed. I couldn't go to bed after Nightmares Revealed. I was just kind of in the hype because at the same time, they had a ton of monsters roaming around the Calico Saloon and Ghost Town streets. It was badass, super bad. Like if they charged $50 for this thing, I'd be like, I get it. You get so much. Knott's incredible job. 5 fires. I will attend Nightmares Revealed every year.
Yeah, I think Our Knott's Adventure hit the nail on the head. The big difference this time around is that they didn't hold people at the reveal event. Last time, they tried to recreate what they did inside the Walter Knott Theater. Everyone had to watch the reveal event, and then you would be let out onto the streets in Charleston Square, and the monsters would be roaming outside the theater in Charleston Square. So they were kind of trying to recreate that, but in an outdoor setting, because of just being able to fit more people, and they were doing that where they were kind of corralling everyone in, and they forced everyone to watch the reveal and then let everyone go do their own thing. But this time around, people were leaving like as soon as the second maze was revealed,
they were
or
out.
even just after the first one, they were out of there, and they were like going to the store. And like for instance, like Our Knott's Adventure said, they went right to the store. So
Yeah, they're like, we're out of here. I will still say, you don't even need to attend the merch store on this event. Just do everything else. The merch will be there. It ain't going away. I didn't even care about the merch store, and I had a great experience. I still haven't been in there, but I know I'll be going to Knott's soon. We got my Alyssa dropping a Venmo, dropping 10, and it'll be our next topic of conversation because I feel like it was kind of heating up a little bit. My Alyssa dropping 10, split it with Danny. I heard they're going to axe the Paradise Garden Grill area for the Coco ride. Do you believe that's where they're going to put it? Well, I'm in Google Maps. I could just kind of hop my way over there. Danny, I feel like you're probably on the same boat as me where Coco's going to go. But is this where it's going?
No, there's no room there. There's like literally 0 room. You can see right behind it.
It
There's
just ends. Yeah.
there's a road there. There's a road right there. Yeah, and that right there is not something that can just be quickly changed. That's literally a main backstage entrance for DCA, like a main one that actually receives shipping and receiving. Ambulances go in and out
all day. Yeah.
You can see those big red gates right there that are in the ground. Those are the big paddle gates that come out of the ground for security, that Disney security has to lower to let vehicles backstage. Goofy Sky School is tiny. And when you compare the amount, let's look at just, for instance, the Ariel's Undersea Adventure building. that couldn't even fit there, and that ride doesn't even need that much. We're talking a boat ride.
Well, let's just go over to an actual boat ride right here.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Look at that. Massive. This is Pirates. Yeah.
Not to mention, you look at there's another building right outside the top one attached to it on the bottom there. That's probably for all the water treatment because they got to treat the water. So you got water treatment going on. You've got another bay that's got to be separate somewhere so that they can service the boats in addition to the ride itself being housed inside. Not to mention any sort of maybe mini land accompanying it. There's no way. Those are just restaurants, right?
No,
there's no reason why that can't remain Plaza de la Familia, but it's...
Well, the thing is, Paradise Garden Grill makes a lot of money. It ain't going nowhere. People love that place. And it sells alcohol. So it's staying for good. My theory, it's going at Disneyland Forward right here. That's where your Coco ride's going. Nobody wants to believe it right now, but that was the whole point of Disneyland Forward. It's going right there, right where my finger's pointing, right there. We don't have details if it's going to be a land or if it's just part of a land. We don't know. But it's going right there, everybody. That's my opinion. Do you feel that way too, Danny? Or you think it's going... Because the other consensus was, well, we could fit it right here. Heck no, dude. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
No, that's another major roadway right there. And the two office buildings right there on the bottom, those could go away.
Yeah.
But the building that's next to it, the bigger one, that's the building that houses the parades. And you have to have one of these at each end of the parade route. And there's a couple of those warehouses behind Cars Land that house the parade year round. And then this parade warehouse is for the parades that are like getting ready to take off, right? So the floats have traveled to that area.
Is it right here, Danny? This one?
Yeah, that curved one right there is the parade warehouse for the parade floats, like most of the time. Or that one right there. It's right there, behind Incredicoaster.
Incredicoaster.
In between Cars Land and Incredicoaster.
Oh, right here.
Mm-hmm. That's the parade warehouse.
This one.
No, the big one. The big.
Big one. Oh, yeah. Damn.
But that houses the parades like more than one. Like that's where they sit. That's where they sit.
Oh,
like,
okay.
All the time. Yeah. So Frightfully Fun Parade probably sits in there all year round.
Ah, the Oogie Boogie one.
Yeah.
Paint the Night probably sits in there too.
Well, who knows? We don't know. But like, for instance, when the parade's getting ready to go, it moves from that parade warehouse to the other one. And that's where the actors get on top of it. They make all the maintenance crew works on it to make sure everything's working. So like, yeah, if we're going to say DCA does no more parades anymore, then maybe...
that's a bummer. I don't want to hear that. I like parades, man.
Yeah, so there's just like not... I don't know where else they could put... Because literally that's where the parade route ends, right? That's literally... That warehouse is literally right next to the parade doors for that part of the parade route. And then on that parade warehouse right there connects with the backstage road right there where the floats can go around the corner to Hollywoodland. So
yeah,
but you see they just moved from that warehouse down the street right there along the road. So
that secret road.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah, it's a 2026 thing, right? That's what they said. 2026.
I have no idea.
I could have sworn there's so many dates to remember these days. But thank you, my Alyssa. All right, I want to keep the conversation going.
They were saying, before we go real quick...
it's all good. What's up, Danny?
I was talking to my friend David Vaughn, and he was saying there's a potential it could go in that space. because he's thinking more along the lines of um, Disney's Disney's mentality is Tokyo Disney, in the sense that we have like basically three mini rides and one big ride, right? The three mini rides, Frozen Ever After, or whatever they call their Frozen, Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, and Tinkerbell's like buggy ride, right? So the Rapunzel Lantern Festival, small boat ride, small little boats, which looks very similar to the boats that they did for Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. And Rapunzel's Lantern Festival is also like not a very big boat ride. It's very short, and but it has one big wow moment, which is the big lantern scene from the movie, right? So
Yeah.
it's still very impressive for a lot of people, but the ride itself is pretty short. So what David was saying is he could see them doing a similar thing with Coco, whereas like the ride itself is really short, and the big main thing would just be the reveal of like the land of the dead, with like all the buildings and everything in the background, and like things flying overhead, maybe like alebrijes and all that stuff. Like, so maybe that's kind of what we get, like a really short small boat ride, which would be like perfect for kids. So like that's, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a really long like Pirates of the Caribbean, like 14 minutes long kind of thing.
I'm this is what I gotta say. I don't know why the conversation of a short Coco ride is like building steam. Like what? Why do we want that? We do not. We don't want a short Coco ride. I want a legitimate, long, full story Pirates of the Caribbean style ride, where like the story is fleshed out. This concept of like, well, let's just try to fit a smaller boat ride in this area, just because we need a smaller ride in Pixar Pier. I don't know. I feel like it's like an injustice to Coco, because it's the first time Coco, as like an attraction, is coming to a Disney park. I feel like it should be more grand. That's just where I stand. But I get what people are saying, but I oppose to it. I'm gonna still say right here, just Disney and your Josh D'Amaros, you have all the freedom in the world right here, Disney Imagineers. Do whatever the hell y'all want. There's no restrictions right here. But man, if it's a small boat ride day, that's kind of whack, dude. I just.
Yeah, I mean, to my Alyssa's point, back to my Alyssa's point with the Paradise Garden Grill and the Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. Now, if we're going Mondo's route with it being in the Simba parking lot, no, there's no reason why you couldn't enter a Coco Miniland in that area and then go either underground or above ground, however they plan on getting you across the street, into the Coco Land, into the Land of the Dead. That could be a fun reveal moment from Pixar Pier area, right? Which would make sense.
Yeah.
So that could be fun and how they do it, but I just can't. I just can't really see a boat ride fitting in any of those other spots.
and it's so hard because like when you look at the concept art, it tells a lot of story. Obviously, this big grand finale, but at the same time, like I don't know. I get what you're saying because it is very similar, the boat vehicles. When you look at that, but then we could also say like, well, what about if they're more like Pirates of the Caribbean? You know what I mean? We'll see how it plays out. Hey, for all we know, Imagineers, they don't even know what they're gonna build, dude. Disney Imagineer, they don't know what they're gonna build. They're just throwing stuff on the wall right now, with all this Coco stuff. We got a super chat from Big Rags. I think this is a great topic to talk about. Do y'all think Grizzly River Rapids survives in DCA? I want to hear your thoughts first, Danny, before I get into this one. What do you think, dude? Grizzly River Rapids.
Yes, it definitely it definitely survives. I just don't know that it will just be Grizzly. It might get some sort of Disney. It might be some sort of Disney theme going on for it.
Oh, we know what it's going to be, Danny. We know. We already know what's
The
going to be.
Country Bears.
Country Bears Jamboree!
Maybe we see a little Country Bear action going on.
Let's ask the question, Danny. Adding Country Bear animatronics, Country Bear theming, Country Bear musical take, which will most likely be IP based. Does this work in Grizzly River Rapids? Does it make it funner? Improves the theme of it all? Or is it still going to just be Grizzly River Rapids and it is what it is? What do you think? I would love to hear what you say.
I think it does. I think the music would bring a new element. Like people would sing and clap along while they're doing it. It could be like a really fun renovation for it all. I honestly think. I mean, right now there's no real storyline at all for it. The ride originally opened up as like a, hey, up in the Redwood area, you go river rafting, like as part of like when you're going on tourist stuff up there and like in the rivers up in the redwood forests, and you go river rafting, and so the whole theme was like extreme sports, like you were listening to the GRR radio when you were in line, and it was like they were talking about, and there was like kayaks in the line, and like all this, like you're going through like this kayak rental place, and you're like getting in your kayak and you're going whitewater rafting down the rivers of the whatever the heck mountain range that you're in, right? So like that was kind of the whole vibe of like Grizzly River Run when it first opened. And then when they redid DCA, they kind of tried to bring it into like more of a classic airfield, redwood forest, and they called the whole land Grizzly Peak Airfield. And it had this like 1940s, 1920s style vibe to it. So now the like extreme sports, like kayak rental aspect of it all turned into like canoes and like redwood forests, and like cast member costumes got more country, and it was just like it didn't really, they kind of just like shoehorned it in, so there's no true like storyline really about
and they stick it in.
Yeah.
And in all reality, why did this dude arrive? You know what I mean? Just to be an interaction. I think it's foreshadowing. I truly think it's foreshadowing. I hope Country Bears Jamboree do take over Grizzly River Rapids. Why not? I have no complaint. To me, it's just an enhancement to that ride, and it just makes its lifespan that much longer. Country Bears and the cool songs they could bring, it's a fun experience. I think it'd be a really fun experience. We got Jacob Gile, 11 months. 11 months in membership. Thank you, Jacob Gile. Hi, Danny Mondo. I like Grizzly, but Coco would be more exciting. And I think better themed. Also, that section of DCA doesn't seem to fit the new theming. I don't think they want to do that. Like, take down Grizzly to bring in Coco. I don't think so. Wild speculation. I'm going to say no. What about you, Danny?
Yeah, no, as well. Grizzly River Run fits with the theme of the hotel, and there's not really a lot that they can do there with the theme. And this is truly the only way Disney can bring in like IP to that space, to keep it kind of similar looking the way it is now, so that the park can remain close in that area to the theming of the hotel, because the hotel's in the park, right? You can't avoid the fact that the Grand California Hotel is inside the theme park, so they have to somewhat make that work no matter what every single time, and that fits so well. It looks like the old lodges, like the Awani Lodge up in the Redwood area, Sequoia Forest.
I love that whole corner. Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, Grizzly, the Grand California. It's so beautiful over there.
Yeah, so it fits it, like it does it so well in the sense that when you're in DCA and you're in that part of the park, you don't look at that right away and think that you're looking at a hotel. You just think it's like part of the park, and I think that's great design that they had done. You're looking more at like Grizzly River Run, and so like something like Coco being there or Avatar or anything like that, it immediately would break you out looking at the hotel. Like you would look at the hotel and it would be like break you out of the theme. It would never work. And everyone in here trying to say that it's going to work that way, I mean, you got to be real with yourself. Like, think about it.
Coco ain't going there. There's no way. I just, if it ends up being there, I am shocked. I don't even know what to speculate anymore. All right, let's keep this conversation going, Danny. This is the big one, and I'm sorry if this scares anybody, but we have to do this. We have to do this. Oogie Boogie Bash! Oogie Boogie Bash debuted this past Sunday, and look who we got!
And Dr. Hans Doofenshmirtz, the greatest evil genius of all time. A platypus? Bury the platypus!
Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. Dr. Doofenshmirtz. They said, you afraid of spiders? Disney's like, wait till Oogie Boogie Bash. What the hell, Danny? Are you a fan? What'd you think? How did this play out?
I like Phineas and Ferb, but that's a very weird Doctor Doof for sure.
And this is no hate toward this actor. This is Disney's decision of creativity here. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, they had a really great like in-person costume for Dr. Doofenshmirtz already that like people posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
And they could, I mean, Yokai talks and you can't see his face, right? So they could have done the same thing, I feel like, with Dr. Doof. Especially since the fact that he's like an over-the-top proportion drawn cartoon that's like very hard to recreate in person. So.
Yeah. Like our kids going to Oogie Boogie and like, oh my gosh, real life Doofenshmirtz. Yes, thank you, parent and mom and dad. This is wonderful. Like, I don't think so. I think Dr. Doofenshmirtz is just bad. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I wonder if they announced Doofenshmirtz, would it have still sold out? You know what I mean? Like, I'm really curious because that's the trick Disney does, is they sell all their tickets before anybody knows what's coming. And in reality, it was Doofenshmirtz and Hades is the second one. I gotta bring this up because this is badass, dude. It totally different worlds here from Hades and Doofenshmirtz.
I love the hair.
Thank you. I like to keep things on fire. I'm hot tonight. Hey.
Hot stuff.
Thank you. Too hot though for you mortals. Whoa! Hey!
Take it easy.
Cool. I'm working on my breathing technique, I gotta...
What do you think of Hades, Danny?
Very cool. I like the color change moment when he gets really hot, how it like turns orange just like it does in the movie where he flames out. I think that's super cool. We could have just seen like a port over of what they had at Villains Night, but this is a way better version of that, and very Oogie Boogie Bash coded for this one for sure.
It's almost like he should have just been the host this year instead of Oogie Boogie Bash. Hades Bash or something. I don't know. Hades Hideaway Bash. It'd have been cool if the host changed. Mm-hmm. This meet and greet should honestly stay forever. This is too damn good. it's kind of crazy that we've now like seen like 3 interpretations of Hades. This is the 3rd one. This is wonderful. I thought Ernesto de la Cruz was like number 1. I have to say Hades kind of won up to Ernesto de la Cruz. It's really cool. Ernesto still sings though, so damn, I might have to give it to Ernesto still. But wonderful addition. And the other thing that came to Oogie Boogie Bash, a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. That's it. That's all you get.
We got an Agatha costume.
I don't even have a comment on this one, Danny. I whatever. Oogie Boogie. All right, you didn't go to Oogie Boogie, Danny. Do you regret it? Are you just fear of missing out? How do you feel?
No, I'm okay with missing this year. Disney got plenty of my money. They got so much money at D23. It's not even funny. So they didn't need my money for Oogie Boogie Bash. Plus, I went to Disney Channel night, which was 10 times better. So and someone gave me tickets to go to Pride Night, which was even so much more fun. So like going to those 2 events plus D23, I was good.
Well, when I think of those events, and then I think of Oogie Boogie, those events had like life to them. There was like something to it, like entertainment, or there was just a fun aspect. Oogie Boogie, I look at it, and it's just like this stale ass whole lot of nothing, just same old. And at the end of the day, you're at California Adventure. You're not at Disneyland. You're at DCA. Man, I think it's a real bummer that they're not willing to go the extra mile and bring a different version of World of Color for Oogie Boogie Bash. I really feel like having that World of Color really pushes the event to like a full thing. You get the World of Color, you get the 2 parades, you get the meet and greets, some specialty foods, kinda. But yeah, I have Oogie Boogie the 3rd week. Honestly, I'm not even looking forward to it. That's how
I thought your Oogie Boogie was tomorrow.
Damn, Dan, you got me doubting over here.
I thought it was literally tomorrow.
I hope not. No way. Hold on, stand by. Oogie. Nah, dude, no way it was tomorrow. Oogie.
All you gotta do is look at your app, Mondo. Your ticket's sitting in there.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. What am I talking about?
Hello.
Oogie Boogie. Freaking Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie. Yep, there it is. No, 9/3. So whenever that is, in like 2 weeks.
Dang, you're doing Oogie Boogie Bash the same week as has Halloween Horror Nights.
Am I really? Jeez.
Yeah, you're literally doing it like not even like because preview night is probably Wednesday, which you'll probably go to, and then opening day is so you're literally going Oogie Boogie Bash to preview night, which you'll probably go to, and then opening night is Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like when are you gonna have time to edit?
When am I gonna have time to sleep? Oh my gosh.
That week is gonna be brutal.
Damn, that was I didn't consider the factor of sleep. Yeah. Well, Oogie Boogie Bash. This is what everybody tells me every single time. I try to like.
Maybe you can just do a live stream for Oogie Boogie Bash and call it a night.
Yeah, I'm just gonna live stream Oogie Boogie and move on with my day. No, every time there's so many Oogie Boogie defenders, but people go the first time, they're gonna have a great time. Like, how many years are we gonna keep saying that same phrase? Like, it's like the 5th year. We're gonna keep saying that phrase. That like, I don't know. I'm not defending Disney on Oogie Boogie anymore. I'm gonna go to it. I hope I have the most greatest of time. But I'm here for the community on that day. Showcase what there is to see. Hades. I feel like Hades is just gonna make my day, and I'm gonna be like, this was awesome. Doofus Schmerz, no chance. Like, there's just no chance he wins me over. But you never know. I could be proven wrong for all we know. Mystery Bay is a great host. Maybe Mystery Bay ends up going that day. Yeah, we'll see. I would not mind, honestly. I would not mind.
Yeah, honestly, I could see that being the case because Mondo's gonna be like,
I've done that before.
I got invited to the team member preview night. I got to go, and
I've done that before where Mystery Bay did literally cover it, and I was just like, I'm good. I'm Oogie Boogie'd out. Like, I literally am. I just, yeah. Any closing thoughts on Oogie Boogie, Danny? Moving on.
No. I'm happy that there's people that haven't gotten to do it that get to do it this year, but I'm perfectly okay with sitting out. I know my all my other friends and Mondo as well. They all sat out for the same reason. So
yeah. All right. I want to get into a juicy topic of conversation, Danny. I feel like you're going to enjoy this. Let me go to my Twitter. So there's some cool developments today. And I don't know if you've seen this, Danny, because this is literally from today. Terror Tram. We're going to talk some Halloween Horror Nights.
Are the trams gonna? They don't go underneath that, right? They're not big enough.
No way. That would be cool. That would be cool if there was like a Blumhouse. So you're actually entering, because some of the merch for Horror Nights does have a. Watch. Let me just bring it up. I have a picture of it somewhere. Right here, Danny. Look, that's the hoodie. Look at that. So technically there is a tram going under stuff. Oh man! But let me show you this, Danny. This is that the first one? No, this is the first one. Can you make sense of what this walkthrough is going to be? So we got one Blumhouse, two Blumhouse, and then like these stages, Danny. We've never seen that on the studio or on the Terror Tram. Let me show you one more picture. That's kind of like the backside of it all. What are your thoughts seeing this? Because this is all interesting and new, man.
I liked your concept that you originally shared, Mondo, where you thought each Blumhouse that you walk through would be going to a different movie that's being featured. So you're going from like Megan to Freaky to Black Phone or whatever else they're gonna have. Like I liked that concept. I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
The stage is probably for Megan, because let's be real, like Megan's not going to be like coming at you. She's going to be on stage like dancing.
That's what I was thinking. Do you think this like behind Bates Motel is more of like a photo op kind of situation? Like something, or is it something more similar to how Orlando does scare zones? Because in Orlando, their scare zones, they have a lot of people like on stages, kind of like, they just have scare actors on stages performing. That's what I'll say. Do you think that's the route that they're going here with this? Because this is very different for a Terror Tram, dude.
Very different.
Yeah.
I agree with Austin. Terror Tram constructors need to lock in. It starts next week.
I know, right?
Lock in. It's like Wednesday's team member preview, probably.
Yeah.
Like a week and a day away.
Let me go to the other one, Danny. This one is the other sites of Bates Motel. I don't know what the hell's happening.
That's pretty par for the course, though, Mondo. That's the way it always looks.
I don't know, Danny, because they got poles right here where we would normally walk through. You see right there?
We have the poles. The poles hold up the wooden fence. We always have the wooden fences there.
I don't know, Danny. This all looks different, dude. And then
the poles look the same to me. The other stuff looks different for sure.
And then
for sure.
Look at this room, Danny. That's at War of the Worlds. And then this like walkthrough on the other side. So I'm going on a limb now. This side will be RIP again. There's no way that they have people walk through two different ways. This will be the general admission where people walk through. and then RIP. So wild updates for Terror Tram. I'm going to go on a limb and say this will probably be the best Terror Tram we've ever seen, because I've never seen this much effort for Terror Tram. Danny is a Terror Tram enthusiast. What are your thoughts, like overall? Now that you kind of see these pictures.
I'm a Terror Tram hater.
Nah, I thought you loved it. Danny.
No, I hate the Terror Tram. I haven't done it in 2 well, I skipped last year. I didn't even want to do it. I waited for my group to come back at the upper lot, so I didn't even do it. I probably won't. To be honest, Mondo, I won't be doing this year either. So
Damn!
Until we can stay on the tram.
Are you not entertained?
No, I don't want to get off the tram. I want to stay on the tram, and I want to get scared to death on the tram through scary sets. Someone else said that the Terror Tram. Nate Dogg. They need to make the tram go through a set where you get the crap scared out of you, like with 100 scare actors. That's what I want for the Terror Tram. I don't want to get off and go on a little fake maze.
So you want kind of more like LA Hayride style.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
I'm not about this whole like disorganization of like walking around, getting off the tram, then trying to get back on the tram again, and
that's the thing.
Now your time has gone away.
You know what? All of these sets that I see in Terror Tram is they want your ass to stay in the Terror Tram as long as possible. You know what I mean? They want this attraction to just eat people up, like for time, to free up the rest of the park. You know, they want this to be a people eater, a high capacity, like just keep people in there.
Yeah, honestly, I'm of the. I mean, there's people in here like that don't agree with me, and they think that I'm stupid for that. That's fine, but
no, we could disagree.
I think the thing that I think is the best is 2019 or 2018. I can't remember what year it was. When the Terror Tram didn't exist, and we had 2 awesome mazes in the Terror Tram's line. So we had us and Pandora's Box next to each other. That I think was the best they've ever done. They used the Terror Tram's line to hold the queue for us and for Pandora's Box. And I thought that was super awesome how you could go from one maze, exit it, and go straight into another. So you're waiting in line for 2 in a row. That was the coolest thing. I loved that space. That was supposed to be, correct me if I'm wrong, Mondo, but the rumor was that was supposed to be the final year they were doing that, because the new electric trams were supposed to have some sort of new infrastructure put in that required like charging and like different kind of housing. And so they were going to get rid of that space where the trams are held. And that was where those mazes were built. So that was the whole reason they moved it to Curious George in the first place, because they were in the process of redoing the trams to the electric one. They were testing it.
And that never happened.
Got them switched over anyway.
Never happened.
So like, I agree. Like the Terror Tram, in my opinion, you like Peter from Ordinary Adventures, he can say whatever he wants about how Larry Larva made it really cool last year. But like, in my opinion, like I don't want to wait in a super long like I
never hated it. I was gonna say I didn't hate it last year, but I retired it early.
Yeah, I'm just saying like there's 2 things that suck about it. I had Express and I didn't want to do it. And I didn't have to wait, right? I could have just gone.
I remember when you told me that. I was like, what? You got Express.
Like, you don't even have it. If you don't have Express, you have to commit so much of your time to do the Terror Tram.
At least an hour, 2 hours, like literally.
Oh, at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because of the line itself. Then you have to get on the tram. And then you have to get off the tram once it gets to the location. Then you go in a conga line through all the maze stuff. And then you have to wait in line to get back on the tram on the lower lot, just to take it back to where you were on the upper lot. And that whole process is like, in my opinion, on a timed event, when you only have like 5-6 hours, like it's not worth your time. That could be like mazes.
I was gonna say that could be like 2 or 3 more mazes that you could have done.
Yeah, and so like the people in here that argue say it's like the coolest thing. Like, yeah, that may be for someone that has like a pass that goes like 5 times a year. But if someone's only paying $200 to go one night, like, don't do the Terror Tram. Like, literally, do not do the Terror Tram because you're not gonna be able. You're gonna waste so much of your time doing it, and there's like all these way other cooler things you could be doing than going on the stupid Terror Tram. I just
the Terror Tram. I retired it early last year.
And
Larry Larva did nothing for me. I'm just gonna throw that out there on the Larry Larva thing. We're gonna say,
not to mention they close it early. So if you don't prioritize it early, you can't even do it. So you can't even be like, oh, I'm gonna come back and do that later. You have to do it early when the lines are long because they close it early because the way that the place that the Terror Tram is located, it's too close to homes on the lower part of the lot, so they can't make noise that late. So they have to stop the Terror Tram early. So like by 10:45, I think it's like the last one, and by 11 something, it was already closed. So I just it's like a lot of trouble for nothing. Like whereas the 2 mazes that were there could stay open the whole event.
The whole event.
So,
it's so true. It's true, and not even that. When we don't have a Terror Tram, we there's a possibility of Metro sets and all of that goodness.
And I agree with Brandy Bird. I liked the first year when the Terror Tram was the Purge. That made the most sense, and it was like the
people love
thing.
that Purge year, man. Everybody loved that.
Yeah, because it was like that is the Purge, right?
Yeah,
like that's what you're doing. So
we got Mark W. Wow, Mark W. dropping the fire. Let's go, birthday coffee on me. I'm gonna need it.
Birthday coffee.
I'm gonna need it. From pretty much from like today to Halloween, the actual Halloween day. I'm just gonna be busy as hell doing stuff. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy. Thank you, Mark W. I appreciate that, dude. I can't wait. I hope you come down here and we could go golfing, my friend. But thank you for the birthday coffee. I'm definitely gonna need it. Damn, I might just say I have like a surprise that I want to say, but I might just say it for tomorrow.
Surprise.
Yeah. I might as well just say it now. I don't have it with me, but for all the Five Fire members, I'm gonna do a member giveaway, and I guess I might as well announce it now. I'm gonna do the what is it called? The Slash vinyl that dropped that for Halloween Horror Nights. That'll be a giveaway for the Five Fire members only. So you have to be a Five Fire member to join. I'll do that post tomorrow where everybody could enter it. You just have to put Five Fires, be 18 or over, and live in the United States. That's the only qualification. So for all the Five Fire members, it's just to give a big thank you back to all the people that have supported me. We've seen 36 months, 28 months, like so many, the amount of months, thank you. So it's just a thank you back to you guys. So stay tuned for that post tomorrow.
The vinyl, like the record?
Yeah, let me, where is it? I have it on my hold on.
That's cool. I mean, I'm a record collector, so I didn't even know that was.
Dude, I got to bring up 2 posts though. Hold on. Theme park. Hold on. Dude, just badass. So right here.
You're gonna be Horror Nighted out next week, Mondo. You're gonna be going so many times.
Right here. I'm gonna be giving out that vinyl that's at the bottom. Not the shirt, but the vinyl. This will be a Five Fire member exclusive giveaway.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
And shout out to Theme Park Duo. He actually opened his, and look what it looks like. It's dirty. Super dirty.
Dang, if I can get one of those, I want to get one of those.
Yeah, it's being sold for $60 if anybody's interested, and there's no annual pass holder discount, so it's just $60. So that's the one that's going to be given away to the Five Fire members. I know not everybody's into horror and scary stuff, but for the people that are and want to enter, you have to be a Five Fire member on the channel here on Five Fire's YouTube, and I'll do the post tomorrow, so you guys could join that. All right, Danny, is there any topics that you want to talk about that we didn't get into, or let's just jump into Q&A?
Q&A is good.
All right, Q&A, everybody. Well, all right, we're opening it up to Q&A so we could end today's live stream, but I want to just interact with everybody. Do you guys have any questions, things you want us to go over, some tips, advice about travel for Universal, Knott's, Disneyland? Post right now. This is your time. This is your time for you guys to post your questions and topics. Anyone going to Queen Mary or Hollow Scream? I am definitely going to Queen Mary. Hollow Scream, I'm still up in the air. I'm actually on their media list, so we'll see how that goes. But it's just a matter of travel. It's not that I don't want to go. It's just a matter of travel. What if Oogie Boogie Bash did like a Sugar Rush area and all the Sugar Rush racers give out candy? Genius. That would make sense, but Disney don't listen to people. Where would they put something like that? I would say like World of Color area. That would be cool. Like a little racetrack in World of Color. That'd be great.
Yeah. We got a few things in here. Mondo, someone says, "How was the Dodgers game with Adam the Woo?"
It was incredible, dude. I got to see a historic moment. I have it on my Twitter. Let me bring it up real quick. Adam the Woo is the man. Tons of fun. I got to meet some of his friends and eat some glizzies. I feel like Adam the Woo would know what that is. Yeah, Dodger dogs. It was epic. Right here, Danny. This was. Let me play it back.
It'll do.
So this was 9th inning. Tied game, grand slam by Shohei Ohtani to win the game. And I got to witness that live. Grand slam. And that was a 40 home run, 40 stolen base year for Shohei. Dude, incredible. Probably the best game of the year for the Dodgers. But hanging out with Adam was a blast. I enjoyed every minute of it. I told him to invite me into another one if he ever does it again. Because I know Adam's like, what Adam is doing, he's following the Devil Rays throughout all the stadiums that they travel to over the years. So he wants to like visit, I think it's like 32 stadiums or 31 all throughout the states. And it's taken him like 3 or 4 years. So I was like, man, that's crazy. Let me see.
That's fun.
I'm just going through the comments. Guys, I just wanted to add the new lanterns are the same size as the old lanterns. I asked a friend that picked up the new one. Okay, so maybe it was just a picture that made it look small.
Well, he said it was smaller, but maybe he just felt like he thought it was.
Yeah.
He said it did feel like lighter and less substantial.
Yeah.
So the only difference is it has a little bit of a different coloration. It has a spider on it this year, and it has multiple modes. So there's a game mode, which is like tag, and essentially like you can play with other people that have the lanterns. But the issue is that those other lanterns have to be on that game/tag mode in order to do that. So unless you're like doing it with your friends, it may not necessarily be something that you're always doing, because if you want to activate the lantern activations in the park, you have to be in another mode, the activations mode. So there's like, to me, it's like, I feel like you're going to be walking around the park mostly in the mode like of trying to activate stuff, and you're not going to be on that tag mode. So I don't really see, like, at first I was talking to Ordinary Adventures and I was like, oh man, it's going to have a new like feature, because I saw her little like thing that she had posted. But then when Knott's posted their own post about it, they indicated that you had to be on a special mode for that. And I was like, oh, well, in that case, I don't really feel like I need to upgrade. So I'm just going to keep my old lantern for now.
Let me see. We got Rick. What's up, Rick? That clown that was the main character for Horror Nights 2006, 2007. What was his name? Gosh, I can't remember his name all of a sudden. I think that was the Halloween Horror Night Prime. Do you guys agree? Gosh, I can't remember that. What's the clown? I can't remember his name. Hollywood Harry, right? Hollywood Harry. Yeah, Horror Nights is insane. I believe Horror Nights, we're in the prime right now. I don't know if people agree with that, but we're in the prime.
Arnott's Adventure Mondo says it's basically the same technology that the Mary Farm Bubble Wands had, where they could like tag each other. Like,
okay.
You point your wand at someone else and like it turns a different color.
I'm gonna throw this out there to Knott's Berry Farm. If you're watching, I hope you listen to me. What would be sick if like once a night, I know this is like total logistic nightmare, but once a night in Ghost Town streets, you have like a musical number and all the lanterns follow the lights that are being played. So you know how World of Color had those Mickey ears? What were those called? Those glow ears? What were they called, Danny?
Glow with the show.
Glow with the show. Glow with the farm or glow with the scary farm. In Ghost Town Street, everybody's lanterns just go with the music. Like some heavy metal craziness. That'd be sick. They have crowds in there for the snow moment. Why can't you do that for Scary Farm? That would be sick, man. And what a great incentive to be like, hey, I want to be part of that. Everybody just holding their lanterns and then like cool music happening. And it'd be crazy. Did you see the chaperone policy kick in Six Flags Extreme, Mondo? Thoughts? That's a great one because we haven't talked about it yet. I brought it up on Twitter. So we already know Knott's Berry Farm is all about the chaperone policy. Well, guess what? Six Flags Extreme. They are also going to be, or not Six Flags Extreme, Six Flags Magic Mountain Fright Fest Extreme. Come 9/7, which is opening day. Chaperone policy. I don't think it's different from Knott's, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's just the same thing. Chaperone policy will be implemented 9/7. Under the policy, all guests ages 15 years old or younger must be accompanied by a chaperone who is 21 to remain in the park. The policy will be in effect 4 p.m. To close on Fright Fest Extreme nights only. So there you go. And the chaperone must be present, provide ID. One chaperone may accompany no more than 10 guests. That's crazy. Yeah, it's the same as Knott's Berry Farm. Any thoughts on this one, Danny?
If the issue is that like Knott's, the reason why it works at Knott's Berry Farm is that Knott's enforces it. So the key will see if whether or not Six Flags actually enforces it and like removes people that don't have a chaperone, rather than just checking at the beginning and then the chaperone leaves and goes home right away and leaves the kids there.
Gets them in.
Whether or not they're actually maintaining it inside is going to be the big kicker.
I think it's a great move, but at the same time, I feel like everybody at Six Flags is 15 years and younger. So I don't know how that's going to play out. I never felt like things were unruly during Fright Fest last year. I never felt like that. So pretty surprised to see the chaperone policy. But hey, safety is at the priority. I'm all here for it. No complaints from me. I appreciate that. Regular Josh 1, not Scary Farm Foods. Anything you're looking forward to try? Also shocked. It seems like they're not going crazy with the foods item this year. I know.
Yeah,
right?
we actually asked Wilf about that, Mondo.
What was the conversation with you, with Wilf?
I said, you guys are going less crazy. And he goes, look, last year it was the 50th and we were going all in on the scary meats, what they called it, scary meats. So you had like the turtle and the alligator and all that. So they wanted to dial back the scary meats and go with more traditional stuff, but give a Halloween flair to it. And they think they really hit a home run with a lot of the different items. Wilf's favorite item was the tri-tip baguette sandwich, which you already passed. It was like one of the first things. He said that was the must try. It's on the second page right there. The tri-tip baguette sandwich with blue cheese and like the pesto. That was his favorite item.
All right. Here, look. This.
For those who don't know, Wilf is the director of food operations at Knott's Berry Farm.
Shout out to Wilf, amazing person. I don't know what I want to try yet because there was honestly too much food where I couldn't really comprehend it all. But Knott's really is doing a great job with everything. It all feels very Halloween-y. Look at that. Look at all these treats.
And Mondo needs to give enchilada pizza a chance.
yeah, there it is, right? That's it.
Yeah, that was my favorite item of the night. It's literally an open-faced enchilada, tortillas, shredded chicken, to enchilada sauce and all. It was like it was so weird but so good at the same time. Loved it. They had another they had a hollowed out pickle that had like a pickle shot in it. They had a bunch of blood bags. That's a big thing this year. They wanted to do the blood bags. They had another pizza over in the Prop Shop Pizzeria area called the Mobster Pizza, and this one's got like all the classic Italian meats on it and stuff like that.
And this is all on our Knott's Adventure. Follow them if you're a Knott's fan. You got to follow our Knott's Adventure. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited. Everything looks great. I can't wait to try a lot of these foods this year. A lot of them are on the meal plan, which is always a plus. It's going to be a good year. I don't know what I want to try, but it's going to be good. Let me see. Going to Disney in September. Oh, what were you going to say, Daddy?
I was just saying, Arnott's Adventure said she didn't like the pizza either, but I think you guys just had one that was sitting out.
It wasn't warm at all, the one I had.
I literally ran directly from the announcement event straight to the media center, and I only went there. I didn't even go there to like go get free food or anything like that. I went there specifically because I wanted to see the merch out, right? And because I knew I wasn't gonna go wait in that merch line, so I was like, I'm gonna go straight to see the merch. And then I found out you couldn't like look at the merch unless you had like an appointment.
That's how they did it. Oh my! I didn't. I had an appointment. That's why I didn't know it was.
Yeah. So like, it kind of was a bust, but at the same time, then I was like, okay, let me try some of this food, and I got like the pizza when it was like fresh because I was like literally right there when the event.
You're the first one.
It was like the first thing I did was like walk over to the media event.
Anna says, going to Disneyland September 16th through the 20th. What will most likely be the weather? Probably still hot. I don't even think there's any way around it.
The hottest days of the last like 10 years have always been in September.
Yeah.
There's always that day in mid-September in Anaheim that hits over 100.
It's just hot. Just like maybe it gets cooler at night, but it's just been hot. Anthony, when are we going to get an announcement of DreamsWorks Theater Show for Halloween Horror Nights? I kind of want to say they cut it. I've looked in there. There's nothing. Unless somehow in the next 10 days they just decorate it, but they haven't. So I'm going to say maybe it got cut. Do you guys think he will get a 50-50 before the regular season? He has a chance, but he has to just go on a nasty tear. Because there's like 30 games left for him to hit 10 more home run. I think he already hit 41, I think. But I don't know. We'll see. We got Joel. If I had to renew my Magic Key for Disneyland, should I take this year off and renew for 2026. There is no renewing like that. You either renew or you don't. And if you don't renew, you can't buy a pass right now. So just renew. I don't want you to not be without a pass.
It's like you may not you can choose to take the year off, but there's a chance that when you decide, hey, I want to do it again, they're not going to be for sale again.
Yeah, like right now, you literally cannot buy a pass. Like even the Heights,
Right.
you can't
And
buy.
they warn you about it too. Right now, they warn you like, hey, you got to renew your pass because if you don't, there's no like 1 day later, there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, dude, and they're brutal
And
like that.
Let me tell you, they're brutal like that. If
Dude,
you are literally 1 day
goodbye,
late, they
sucker.
don't care.
They did it to one of my good friends, and he's like, my daughter has a pass now. I can't go with her because I didn't renew. I was like, you're out of luck. And he called, went in person, got rocked. Literally got rocked.
They will do nothing.
Yeah. Closing thoughts, Danny. Let's fire it down, man. Closing thoughts on everything. Just on everything.
I just can't believe that everything starts next week, Mondo.
It doesn't make sense, Danny. How did we get here? What?
It's crazy. Next week, literally, Mondo's going from. We got Mondo's birthday tomorrow. Everyone put birthday cakes in the chat for Mondo's birthday tomorrow.
Woo!
we got Mondo's birthday week this week. Then we got and hopefully, since Mondo was dealing with some sickies at home, he hasn't had an opportunity to do Disneyland Halloween at all. So his only opportunity to do that is this week.
Yeah.
Then next week you got Oogie Boogie Bash.
I haven't seen the fireworks. I haven't. I haven't even looked at the nighttime DCA stuff. I haven't seen any of that.
Oogie Boogie Bash Tuesday next week. Team member preview of Horror Nights on Wednesday, and then Thursday opening night. And then we already know, just as well as I know, that Mondo will be at Horror Nights on Friday night too. Like without
Thursday,
doubt,
Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday. And no way I could do 4 days. That's just too damn much.
Yeah, we already know Mondo's doing the third day.
Yeah, I'm going Horror Night Mania, Scary Farm Mania, whenever that time comes. Maybe even if Fright Fest is a banger, Fright Fest Mania.
And you know what's crazy, Mondo? They just announced today the new iPhone event. That's on Monday.
This Monday?
No, Monday the Monday after Horror Nights.
Wow.
We're going to be in that season where Mondo has to learn how to film with a brand new phone.
But I usually like the brand new phone. It's because like the camera always just gets better and better and better. I'm all here for it. I love the new phones. My closing thoughts is what an incredible time we are in right now. It's that calm before the storm because Halloween, it's going to consume everybody. I feel like everybody's going to get in Halloween mode. I know Disneyland went in a Halloween mode last week, but it kind of doesn't really feel like Halloween. It just doesn't feel right. I feel like Scary Farm made me feel more Halloween than Disneyland has. But we're in a great time right now. Horror Nights about to kick off. Scary Farm, Fright Fest, Dark Harbor. There's just going to be a lot going on soon, and we're going to be covering it all. Tomorrow is a big day because I will be with John Murdy to do a behind-the-scenes tour, which is going to be all spoilers. And, of course, I'll let you know that in the title, the thumbnail, everything. I'll announce that it's spoilers. So there's no way that you're going to click this video tomorrow and be like, you ruined it all for me. No, there was plenty of time for you not to click.
It's Monstros 2?
Monstros 2 and Dead Exposure, Death Valley, Behind the Scenes Walk Tour. Thank you, Universal Studios Hollywood with John Murdy. It's going to be crazy. Tomorrow's the day, so it's going to be a bunch of photos. I'll do a whole video on it. I'll be posting them on X. Follow me on X at the Cali Bay. I'll put them with you have to click it to look at the picture. It won't just be out there. I think it was Speculation Matt did it like that, and I was like, that's a great idea. I'm going to do it the same way. Where you click the photo image thing to see the photo. So you spoiled yourself. if you click it. But that's it. I can't wait to just enjoy my birthday. Hopefully eat sushi at some point tomorrow. And
Yes.
that's
All you
it,
can
man. Danny, before we get out of here, let people know one more time content that's going to be coming for you, just to let everybody know again.
Yeah, new podcast coming this week, and then we're gonna have new YouTube content too. So make sure you're subscribed. The podcast is called the 5571. You can subscribe on any platform you listen to podcasts on. It is audio only, not video, so you can't find it on regular YouTube. And then my YouTube is called Just Ask Danny, just like my Twitter/X, just like my Instagram. So you can follow me there. I'm usually most active on X when I go like weekly to the parks. So that'll be where you can find me.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody. Before we get out of here with the Churro King, blessing us with his presence, Raul the Doctor. Happy early birthday, Mondo. Hey, man, thank you. I'm gonna eat a churro. It is gonna be dedicated to you at some point this week, dog. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching Five Fires YouTube. Please smash the like button. We are firing it down. The Calibre. Just as Danny are calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.